Wait a minute.
Or else give me 10-15 minutes.
It's too late though.
Yeah.
Just wave it.
You can wave it.
It's just waved.
Yeah.
Fucking dick. It's just waved on camera, kid.
Yeah, that's alright.
Who did the bailiff?
Yeah.
Yeah, Liam waved.
That's it, him lot with a white shirt on.
They know that they're out. They know that they can't do no.
You know when here?
They won't get them papers, would they?
No.
Right?
That was a fraudulent warrant.
You know when here?
Paula, ring the police now.
Ring the police.
Now.
Now, shut that window. No, ring the police.
Ring the police now.
Because there's going to be trouble. We're refusing to move.
Yeah, we're refusing to move
Yes, tell them it's urgent. It's going to be an emergency.
Give them the number and tell them
No, I'm going to stand at the door.
that
Can't get nowhere near the door, can they?
they're going to use force.
If they try me,
We do not want a breach of the peace. If they commit a breach of the peace, we shall require them to be arrested.
yeah. Hey, did you see that, Nick?
Yeah,
Walk over that.
yeah, but that's the first line
That's
of
the
the fact.
fir-
They're
yeah.
catching the police now.
No, the police.
What are they going down?
What's he
You
doing,
are. What the police going down? The soldiers. They going to do anything? No criminal offence. Police ain't doing.
You are,
Oh, is there a tax disc in it?
No, you don't need them.
No, we ain't got no number plates on.
What did he say?
You should have took a photo. You should have.
That's illegal. Video that.
Have you got his face
Video
driving
that
that van? That's what you should have got.
I can't see it now.
Go and
Got
take
no number
that
plates on that van. Fucking pair of monkeys, man. See that blue van there?
It's got no number plates, front and back.
Took them off.
Take the
Somebody go and fetch a can somebody get a camera on that blue van? It's got no, and the person that's driving it. It's got no number plate, front and back, and he's driving it. Him in the black shirt.
999.
Yeah, get it. They're refusing to go out. Read your paperwork, you stupid load of idiots, mate.
How come you can drive around with no number plates and nobody else?
Monica, shut up. Shut up. He's took them off.
Yeah, don't worry.
I know why it's took them off.
Don't be anonymous.
Makes no difference. That's illegal.
Yeah, but that's more ammunition for us. It's more ammunition.
What's the police going to do, please? Nothing. No, you're going to go like this. We're authority. Just say, no.
No. I know what you're saying.
I won't do it. Shit.
This is a civil matter.
Correct, it is.
Police can only get involved in criminal matters, not civil. If they get involved in a civil action,
They're liable.
Yeah, they have to go outside their own office.
In with the one with the...
They're liable for prosecution if they go wrong, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep it.
Help yourself.
I know.
Just keep it low key.
But that is illegal, driving around with no number plates. It don't matter who you are.
Yeah,
He's gone and took them off purposely.
yeah.
You see the muck behind them where he's took them off.
Yeah.
There we go. Happy days. Where's there then?
On his way.
Don't argue with the police, Monica out.
If the police got it, they've got 3999, a breach of the peace is going to be committed.
He's the one with the van with no number plates.
No, not him.
Oh no,
That's the copper.
They took out what's he with that.
No, I'm not dead.
Hey, all right, guys.
Hello, how are we doing?
We just rang the police
police and
station
they said there's
earlier on.
nobody
They said,
available.
they're not interested.
Well, we're here now anyway.
Unless there's a breach of the police, why are they not interested until there's a breach of the
I
police?
can't tell you to be
There's a
fair.
guy down there in that white blue van. He's got no number plates on.
Yes, and he's explained the reason why he's taking the plates off because the gentleman there is filming and he's worried.
No. That was already taken off.
He's a locksmith, he's used to doing this and he's used for this happening.
Listen,
Now, go on then.
Listen, I've been to court.
Yeah.
I took legal advice.
Yes.
Right, they can't force entry of this property.
He's got paperwork warrants as he
We
can.
tried, no, he hasn't. No. I've spoken to a judge.
Well, if he needs false entry to this property,
Yeah, that's a retired judge. He's got paperwork saying, well, they're taking possession of this property
No,
today.
they're not. You cannot.
Yes, they are.
Can you ask, give him the, he's saying that they've got a false warrant today.
a false entry today.
Yeah.
Well, the false entry to the
They can use reasonable force, which
Well,
is
we're
what's on
reasonable
there.
force here as well.
Yeah.
You're here to, you ain't got to get involved.
Well, we have, because we've got called now.
Yeah, but you haven't. No, you haven't.
Yeah, there's been 3 appeals been made on this house. They've all failed, apparently.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. That's nothing to do with you.
Listen, right? Has he got what form does he need?
EX96.
Has he got that stamp? A full-on stamp, not a photocopy
I'm
stamp.
not here to represent the court. I'm here to prevent the breach of the peace.
Unless.
Well, they're taking possession of this property
No,
today.
they're not. You cannot.
Yes, they are. Well, they're taking possession of this property
No,
today.
they're not. You cannot.
Yes, they are.
Listen, unless that is here.
Yeah, that's what I've been called for.
Well, there we go.
So you're acting upon your own.
And we assist court people. And we assist court people. And we assist court people with doing
No,
their
you're not. You
powers.
can't do that.
It's a civil.
You can't.
Thinking they've got court paperwork.
No, he hasn't.
Let's make this a very simple.
It's not happening.
They're going to be doing that.
not
We'll
happening.
bring a lot more police down and sort out
Do it.
that place. and
Do it.
arrest people. I'm not bothered either way. Hold on.
Hold on. Ian Thompson, are you a policeman?
Yeah,
Right. Are you acting within the law?
yes, at the moment. Yes, at the moment. Yes, at the moment.
Right, show him that document.
Well, you're all right.
The one that says that the law it states that he can't assist.
Well, that's the Criminal Justice Act, 2015, Section 26.
Now, listen,
Now, if you
it's
want to,
quite right because you are wrong what you're doing. Believe me.
No, I can arrest for breach of the peace.
Nobody's reaching. You'd have to breach them.
Don't tell your dad not to talk to him. You don't have to talk to him, Damien.
Yeah, just ask him.
Please do anything that you shouldn't be doing.
We'll
You
find
have
out.
told me that you are assisting these bailiffs. You are wrong.
No, we've insisted
Camera,
because we've been
it's
classed
on
as a
camera.
breach of the peace.
It's not.
And we assist court people. And we assist court people. And we assist court people.
Breach of the peace. He's coming onto private property. They're coming
You're
onto
not letting them
private.
do their job, are you?
Yeah, hold on. Wait, listen.
Right, well,
Come
we'll
away.
check that.
Come away. They're coming onto private property now, yeah? They haven't got the right
Who
paperwork.
owns this house then?
Me.
they are.
Do you want to explain to me what's the reason why they're here then? Why are they
I've
evicting
been to
you?
court. I've been to court. This is my house. I've been to court. They have gave fraudulent documents. They've been issued from the third party fraudulent documents.
But you own this house.
Yeah.
We do.
So why is the reason?
Because, and our name is on the land registry. We have been to court. We went yesterday again, and he said he couldn't do nothing about it. He hasn't given us right of appeal or enough time
You've
to
been
appeal.
today apparently, haven't you?
I've been in to produce a document to say that we're not squatters,
And we're not.
and you are illegal. You cannot assist.
No, I'm trying to understand why are they evicting you from your own house then?
Because they've lost it. Well, apparently they owe money on it. Simple as that.
I'm only trying to
That's it.
clarify.
Well, yeah, well, you don't need to know that, do you?
They say,
They've come for an eviction.
right, give
Do
me
you want
the
to shut him up?
Give
Do
me
you want
the
to shut him up?
Give
Do
me
you want to
the
shut him up?
No,
because I'm perfectly correct in what I'm saying.
I'm explaining the full facts to you. You're explaining your side.
Let me talk.
Ian,
Yeah.
listen, Ian. I'm just going to show you a document that I have, and they stamped it. It's a legal document now that the court stamped this morning. The county court stamped this morning.
Okay.
Right. Let me just hold on a minute.
I'm sorry, Ian, but you can't be assisting a bailiff because that
We
means,
can when it gets to
that means
all people yorking in the street.
because that
We
means,
can when it gets to
that means,
all people yorking in the street.
because that
We
means,
can when it gets to
that means,
all people yorking in the street.
Nobody shouted.
No, there has been no.
No, there hasn't.
And when you turned up,
that
No, shut up.
you are a public servant. You
Ian,
should be acting upon your oath, which is to keep the peace.
listen, Ian. Listen, right. Now, that's fair enough, Dave Bennett. You're obviously not local, please.
He is.
Right, listen here.
Shut
I
up.
appeared in court yesterday, given. Read that. And that was stamped on the 15th.
1947.
Pardon?
Yeah, I'm just writing them.
So what does that stamp mean?
That means that it's a legal document now, the court has got it.
Right.
Right.
So this is on the 15th.
And
Right,
they-
the statutory request,
And
because
we've
we
not-
believe a fraud has been committed.
And we've not been allowed to have sight of the documents.
But they're telling us you've had 3 appeals and they've all been
No.
rejected. Is that
No,
right?
no.
Yeah, because they will
Well,
not
not
let us
let these
inspect the
documents. They won't let us
We
inspect the
want to look at
documents.
the caseman file, which is the case management file, which they are legally obliged to give us access to within 48 hours. You can see from the date on there.
This has also been issued this morning. I won't be, he threatened me this morning, by the way. Now that is a legal document. Now you must...
What, just because it's stamped there?
No, well it
Well, it's the same as that one that you're saying he's got.
It is then on the, it's a court of record, that's a court of record. That has been lodged with the court and we should be allowed to have
Well, I understand
access.
from them, again, this is only what they're telling me, you've already been evicted from
Yes,
the property once
yes.
and you've moved back
Yes,
in.
I
Why
claim
is
my,
that?
because I claim my house, because I have the legal documents and it's on the list. You cannot break into your own house. It's a civil matter.
But if you've been evicted from it...
No, it doesn't matter. It's a civil matter.
Yeah,
It's
I know,
not
I'm just trying to
criminal.
find out, I'm just trying to find out.
That is still my property on the land registry.
That property's been in the family
For 50 years.
Yeah.
We were born, well, I'm nearly 60 years.
I'm 57 now, I was born and bred here.
Right, so we're not, which we were trying to make it aware, we're not squatters. Right. And that EX 96 is not applicable. That is only enforceable when you've got squatters, which I agree.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to find out with them, because I know from what they're saying is obviously you were evicted from this property a short time ago.
Illegally.
And we reclaimed the house. It was
How
our
did you
property.
reclaim the house then?
We applied and told the people, the claimants, that we were moving into our own
Have you got
house.
paperwork to back that up?
Don't need it.
We don't need
It's
it.
his own property.
How can you say to me that you've just not broken back into the house
All
then?
the solicitors.
I'm trying to be...
No, it's a civil matter, Ian.
They already own the house. They've
We own
always
the
owned
house, we've always owned the house.
They were chucked out of the house
An
Yeah.
illegal act.
fraudulently.
But then when you're chucked out of the house, then someone obviously takes ownership of that house. Maybe the creditors, bankers, I don't know.
No, well, you can't if it's a fraudulent document that they've come with to chuck you out with.
I know the law, but we don't deal with obviously civil law.
Well, that doesn't work then.
So all I'm asking you to do there, I am well within my rights to use reasonable force. If they touch
They
me
come from Loughborough.
and force
Well,
us out,
they've got court things and
that
they
doesn't
use
matter.
laws.
Look, no.
It might end up, well, we're going to go down there and speak to them, but if it ends up messy, it's going to end up messy, isn't it? No, because they're trying to do their job, aren't they?
So I'm trying to do my job.
What you want to do is get out to someone and find out what's happening, because they're telling you one thing, and Mick's telling you is...
At the moment, I've got court paperwork down there.
It's not real.
They are not, Ian.
Your documents don't look as legal as them, though. That's the trouble.
Ian,
Just to, go on.
Ian.
Your documents don't look as legal as them, though. That's the trouble. Just to, go on.
Ian.
Your documents don't look as legal as them, though. That's the trouble. Just to, go on.
Ian, I took legal advice. Proper legal advice.
You got that?
Listen.
You got that solicitor number?
County warrant to be issued.
Do you want it? So you can ring him and put him on the phone to him.
From a county, not from a county court judge, from a high court.
Dad, listen. Listen.
They're saying it's
We'll
stamped.
get the number for that barrister from...
It's got a seal on it.
And it's not got a seal on it, and that's the
Are you listening?
Well, we'll check that.
Listen.
Find out what that is.
Just quickly, have you ever had to,
Get the number for that solicitor and give it to him and let him explain to the copper then.
Yeah, go and swear out a warrant to the court, yeah.
well, that should look the same.
Well,
Pardon?
they're all different. It's all paperwork. You're from the court system yourself in the past, or something?
Ian, I'm going to get a judge on the phone.
Okay.
I'm not the only judge now.
What is he?
But I'm forensically
Probably put it in the car.
Where is it?
inspect
Probably in the car then. It's that blue file, isn't it?
Excuse me. I want to do. I want to put you.
Right, yeah.
That warrant should have on it that bailiff's name. We want to look at it.
Right.
Just
Okay, well, we'll go and check
hang
that.
on, right.
So you tell me what it should be on there.
Right, it should have his name on it.
Yeah.
Because as you know, if you apply for a search warrant, it is issued officer.
Yeah.
And that is the officer that
Not there.
serves the warrant.
No, just give him the number. Listen.
Yeah, it's different.
Don't.
Ours a bit different to theirs.
Yeah, just give him the number. It can ring off his own.
Exactly the same as theirs.
That should have. But your L's got it. Got whoever the warrant.
Is it a green one?
No, right.
Mine should be the person down there that's issuing the warrant.
Right.
It should have his name on it. And it should have a signature. And we don't have to signature.
Take it off loudspeaker.
Otherwise, it's not a big warrant. And it should have a signature of a judge.
Right.
That's got, I didn't think it's just full of with it, and I'm forensically check whether the
Right.
warrant.
You're talking to me reasonably. Me and you. Nobody else in the crew. Let's go down there and chat to them.
Go on, do it.
Different things. Okay? Sound reasonable?
Stop. Oh. Hey, get it, Dave. Wait. It's all right, don't
That long since I've done one, to be honest. A long while since I've gone out and Which part?
I'm just recording it for evidence for us.
Just ask him to back up there.
Why can't I record it for evidence for us?
He's been very reasonable with
You
it. We've
sure?
been reasonable with
You
it. Stay
sure?
there, then.
You sure? Alright, you sure?
But they can authorise the cops to do that. I don't want it to get that far.
Well, I'm afraid that's where it's going to go, because because all this is being recorded,
Yeah.
and it will all be on media,
Yeah.
and it will be used as evidence for further court cases.
What's the chap's name inside, mate? And what's your relationship to him? Are you friends, relative, neighbour?
No, I'm with
Shut up. Right. And who do you represent? What firm?
I don't represent firms. I'm his representative. Amongst others, there's a lot of other representatives working in the background,
Yeah.
who are far more knowledgeable with me as well. And we will progress this.
What advice is it Paul inside you? Is
Paul.
it Paul inside? What's the guy's name? Paula.
Paula, that's his missus. But you are going to have to do your that's what out there. I'll try to try and criminal justice action, and I'll try to try and justice action on 77, 76, didn't want to know. No interest. I said, well, I suggest that you consult with some more senior people before you perpetrate the act.
Well, that's what I'm here for. I'm a sergeant on shift.
Yeah.
So they've asked me to come down. So I'm down here. I need to have a chat with them if I can do, if they will do, and then I'll speak with an inspector.
Well, they won't do. I'll go. I'll ask
Thank you. I'll wait on the premises out here for a second.
Yeah.
If I need to speak to my first name's Gary.
Yeah, sir. You do expect. There's also people on unemployed right of access, and that's illegal. Yeah.
I'll have a read of that in a minute, mate.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well,
right.
just stay there.
Bring the paperwork.
No, nobody's interested in the paperwork.
Well, I know that. I'm just showing this lad here.
I'm interested in it because I've got to see both sides, haven't I? I'm not
Yeah,
here
bring
to-
it out.
Yeah.
Because it's there.
Is that eviction notice got that bailiff's name on it?
I haven't read
It's
that
me.
bit, but I'll have a look in a minute when I go down.
So they come in. What paperwork to start? He wants to talk to you. This is a sergeant now. Yeah. Don't.
Oh, Sergeant.
Hello, mate. Can I come and speak to you over there, or is it?
Yeah, sir. Come on.
Thank you. My name's Gary, mate. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Gary. Gary, I think you're acting illegally. I've been in salt advice.
Yeah.
I've been legally people. They have said there's a warrant. Has to be a red. They've never known one yet. This is what they're saying about bailiffs. They came to me.
Yeah.
I didn't go to them.
These guys down here now. Yeah?
No. I had people, legally minded people, that are fighting these cases, these evictions. And they came to me and said, how do you feel? And I said, do you want to come in and I will talk?
You don't mind,
yeah, come on.
Thank you. Do I need to read that at all?
No. I'm not going to do anything. No. But we don't want to give you a joint.
I asked to see. Let me explain anyway.
Read this first,
Yeah.
and I'll explain.
Yeah.
Okay, then explain to me, Gary.
Look, there's section 26 of the 2015. Yeah, and then there's section 7.
Those are ought to be exercises. Exercise increases powers.
So it's an allergy type thing, but it's told salt water will do it.
Yeah.
Where's section 7 of that's not a bit where's section 7 section 6 of the Justice Act 1977?
But you got that 20, that's what again, yeah? 26?
No, you get
I
money.
gave it to Pete.
I've read that.
Down.
Okay. One basically says where I know something is improper. Well, yeah, just got to make sure that is proper, and we're going to ring the courts and sort that out. And if that is proper, then I will be acting within the lawful powers of my office.
Oh, you just dropped some cards, mate.
My name's Mick Kelly. Alright, let me explain. I'll represent myself in court. I know about it. You probably know more than in civil matters. You know more of the criminal law. I know all about anyway. Only a gentleman like you pulls up, we respect the law.
I haven't put the thing in, have I?
No chance.
No, I'm looking for my folder.
So I asked her, do you qualify for legal aid?
Section.
No, I wasn't. Well, I am now, but I'm not. I wasn't. I went for an appeal yesterday, the last appeal, and they said no. I said, look, I think a fraud committed, criminal offence.
Look.
They said no.
Yeah, keep recording, mate.
Right, let me explain.
Now, see what's happening now? The cop says, "Oh, we'll just get it
You got a
done."
clue what he's doing?
Yeah, get it done. Now he brought a senior officer in because
And I said, look,
he don't want it on his head. You see,
against
now
the law, you know what I mean? I said, look, and I'm being honest with you.
oh,
My name's registry, so you break into your own house.
it's buried in here.
Listen,
It's under all the paperwork underneath. Oh, I don't know what's in here then.
No,
So I came to the hall, we went for an appeal, he said, no.
that's 2015. Looking for one.
What does it say what?
No, it's not one. It's not one. I'm looking for
Legal, they came to me, he came to me, helping me with teams. He came to me, this gentleman as well, the attorney there, and they came to me and they said, look, they broke the law. You gave them a statutory right within 48 hours to bring your case notes. That's a criminal offence. They know that. I explained this to the judge. Well, you'll have to see the court manager. Have you been and seen it and all this lot? He was there with me. I said, well, it's stamped. So you got your own. I said, stamped it 2 days before. Right. They hadn't even presented it to me. Now, I've been told that they police cannot assist. The law has changed.
Their paperwork says otherwise.
Well, if you do, the law states that in 2015, the law changed. There it is there.
Please.
Cannot assist. Not a criminal matter.
Now, on your oath of office, on your phone, you deal with crime criminal matters. Yeah, with civil matter. That's not a criminal matter. A civil matter is not crime. It's not in prison. You assisting. You are intervening in
Point at the back.
matter, and that is outside of your
I understand what you're saying in relation to that.
Yeah.
However, that paperwork, you're just saying, involved in one of the sanctions, they are empowered to enforce an eviction, they can empower police to do so on their behalf.
No, they cannot.
I mean,
That's what their paperwork says.
yeah,
That's what you're saying, but I think that's what I've read down there on their paperwork.
and for them to enforce power for an eviction of you is only with the execution of an EX 96. Now you probably know what one that is. Let me just explain it to you. I ain't got the
I've got it in the car there.
Yeah, can I get it? I'll read it.
Now, our forensic go through all the stuff. Now, if, for argument's sake, let's get example, your house. Right. Now, if you go on holiday and squatters break into your house and occupy it, that's a crime, yes? Yes. That is what an EX96 is applicable to, because those people have taken possession of your house, i.e. they have stolen it. Right, with an EX96, police can get involved because it is a crime and they are permitted within the law to evict and arrest the people that have occupied the property, yes? Right, because they are not the sole owner of the property, yeah? Right, they can't execute an EX96 to...
Look there. Well,
No, there's
Where's the proper...
that's what I've written.
No, that's a request for notice on the EX96 law.
Where's all your paperwork?
Jared.
Yes, sir.
That's what was with the court this morning. That's what...
I spoke to Gary, I spoke to the court.
Get ready to shut that door because they're all pointing.
Manager this morning.
No, but they all keep pointing. I'm telling you.
Mate, excuse me.
The car? Why is it?
I don't know whether it's
Now,
in here
yeah,
or
go
in
on,
there.
you sort that out, Evan. Now, an EX96
Whether it's in here.
Sorry, Dave. Our terms of the mortgage came up 21 years. Now we paid the interest of an endowment mortgage, and we paid into it for 25 years, and they've lost
Put it in the back here.
endowment policy.
You haven't paid any contract.
Well,
You have never paid a you've never had a contract with them. They're saying that you have and you haven't.
yes, but what I'm
They're saying that you are. This is where it all comes from. The fraud.
yeah,
They're saying that you've got a contract with them and you haven't.
and I've asked for a contract for them. We've never received the correct paperwork.
No, because they haven't got it.
Right, and I've asked them for 3 weeks. I also asked them for copies, of the court statement, so we see. We haven't presented it.
Nothing.
Right.
You've asked them for the deeds. They haven't got the
They haven't
deeds.
even got the deeds to the property.
But you're on the land registry.
These bailiffs are coming here, but I've never had legal advice. I'll be honest with you. Until
Monica. Won't bother, I won't bother.
Roger Hayes and Guy Taylor, they came to me, this gentleman came to me,
I'm not gonna
he's
empty it.
legally minded.
Empty or what?
He said, have you got it?
No, I ain't got it.
These are right.
See it, it's, I think it's in there.
Empty or what?
That's me. I think that's
What
blank form you've got to fill in and
What
send it into
we
court.
asked for in the court was a dispensation of the eviction, so we could cure the documents that have been
Recorder. I don't know his name. They know it.
What was
It twitches a bit.
what was the when the whole hearing is finished? What did they say?
They said go down to the court. We went in at about 2:15, go downstairs, you've been in county court. You go downstairs in the county court and present the paperwork and look at the documents.
But the first time, that was the second time of trying to serve the document. The first time I tried to serve the document, which is, do you understand what a case man file is? No, well, okay, it's a case management file.
I know it by a different name.
Yeah. Well, for a case to progress,
Do you want water in there?
there has to be form filling. There has to be an affidavit, statement of truth, and there has to be a fee payment.
Stop it now.
Now, if any of those three parts are not there, it doesn't matter whether there's a pile of paperwork which is fine. It cannot progress.
These men never paid.
We are for closing the document which we're supposed to give to us in 48 hours.
Which would have been before
Which
the
would have been
court
before
hearing.
it is. so that we could inspect the case management file to make sure that the case was brought properly in the first place.
By the CMS.
Yeah. Now,
Get back to you in a few minutes. Just speaking with people to address them.
it was handed over to them. They stamped it. It is. And then they were running about like headless chickens.
They didn't know what they were doing.
They didn't know what they were doing.
As you can appreciate, you've come across this.
We don't know this, we've never done this, we don't know what to do. And then what they did was they come back and said, oh no, we can't deal with this. Yeah.
I asked.
So we then tried, when we went to the court again, right?
This one.
Yeah, of course you can. That's disposal. That's section 5.4.3, 5.41.
And that's a legal document because they've stamped it.
Hold on a minute.
That's what we want to do. We want to inspect the case management file.
Because there may be no case to answer.
Exactly. If the proper procedure wasn't followed in the first place,
It's legal.
if the form was filled in and they put an affidavit and there's no fee paid, then there is no case to answer. And we asked to inspect, they're supposed to provide those within 48 hours.
And we're still waiting.
And we're still running around like headless chickens.
This here,
All we asked for was a deferment so that we could forensically analyse these documents.
and I'll give you the key. If they're right,
Yeah.
and I'm wrong, which I've been told I'm right and they're wrong.
I'm going to get somebody to ring the courts on our behalf to have a chat and see what
And
said in relation to
We tried this one before, but your colleague was not.
You are, sorry, mate?
We tried this one before with your colleague, but he was not interested or anything.
Yeah.
That's why I asked for a sergeant this morning. I asked for a sergeant. Look, while I was there, I spoke to have that letter signed, stamped. That other one,
They got a copy
this
of
one
it.
there. I was advised legally by a legally minded person who's quite high up in legality. He says, get that written out to you before the eviction. You can, if you want to keep.
I'll let you keep all the paperwork.
Yeah,
You've got original copy.
Yes, but listen.
But we weren't being unreasonable. When we went to the court, all we asked for a deferment so we could inspect the case management files. And the woman there who was doing this, she told me to shut up basically, which was very rude. And all we asked for was a deferment so we could forensically inspect the case management file, which is our legal right. And we didn't say there wasn't going to be an eviction. All we asked for was a deferment so we could inspect the files requested here, 5.4.2 and 5.41.
That's legal documents.
Leave
And also,
with me for a few minutes while I go down there and have a look
Gary,
at
when I went there this morning, I've just tried to phone.
Head's bleeding.
Is it? Yeah, well,
Probably I pushed you earlier.
I take statin, various other stuff. And when you're a bus operator, bus driver, you know the game, don't you? I was trying to phone Paul Birchwell because he finished.
Yes, I think he has.
I know. I was speaking to him the other week, and I was trying to get hold of him to see what he could do with it. But that's another point. The other point is I went into court this morning. And she said, look, you know, she was trying to say, well, you know, there is rights of appeal. And I said, yes, but I've got an eviction this afternoon. She says, well, I've got an eviction in a minute. And she says, well, you know, get it filled in and sent in. I said, yes, but, you know, I've got to get here and panic to get here, you know what I mean?
Let me just go down there so I can see if I can phone call him.
But basically all we've asked for is a legal right. All we've asked for is a deferment until such time as they give us
To inspect the
access
document.
to the case management file. And they're all running about down there, they're all running about there like headless
I'm not telling you,
chickens.
Gary, there's lads here, obviously. I mean, my sons, my family, my wife, me. I'm not having police. And I know this to be true, that they, whatever it says on the warrant, they cannot, you know, assault us.
Their powers are, they can come up here and they can ask you to go, and if they meet with resistance, they have to stand back, and then they ask us to act on their behalf.
Well,
For a civil matter.
I'll be honest with you, Gary. Gary, you're reasonable. I asked for a
Sorry, mate.
For a civil matter.
For an
But if we're not showing any forms of
Right.
aggression towards anybody.
My understanding of it is, bear with me, it's not great understanding, is their paperwork is a form signed by the courts for an eviction to take place, and they're acting under court authority.
But it doesn't have the bailiff's name on the eviction.
I'm just going to go read it all properly.
What is me personally, I mean, like I say, he's my brother. What we should do is all go away, let him go court. If they're going to evict him, we're going to evict him.
I can't say what my preferred course of action would be, because I'd be led by them because they're acting under the court's authority. Right then.
Well,
what you say, what you're saying is your version, they put their version.
Yeah.
But we have rights as well,
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah.
and they haven't got the correct warrant.
And our right,
It has to have a red seal on it and a legible. This is known throughout of England.
you know, because you obviously.
I've enforced warrants before on their behalf.
Yeah, but you've enforced warrants. But there's nothing on that sort of. My understanding of it is, when a warrant is issued to a person. It is issued to a bailiff. No.
Oh, to a bailiff, yeah.
And that bailiff, it's only that bailiff, same as you as a police officer, you're given a warrant and it's given to you, you are the person that has to serve that warrant.
No, for police for enforcement of search warrants, somebody has to apply for it from within the police themselves. They take that down to the magistrates, so the applying person has to go down there, but it can be anybody that enforces the warrant.
Right. Well, I think that's different than with civil.
Yeah, because I know that our intelligence officers, if we sent them to the court to get stuff that they don't go out, they wouldn't go out to enforce warrants. We have teams for that. So let me go down.
Gary, we ask for compromise here. Listen, if I'm right, fair enough. If I'm wrong, I'll give you the keys. Yeah. And if we want to go to court, because there may be no case to answer here, then somebody's going to be prosecuted. Yeah. We can take civil action against the police officers here. Now that seems drastic to me. Now it's on camera, you forced entry, the police are helping, I'm telling you that law states common law, that common law. I know there's millions of laws and all this lot. We don't want Gareth, compromise here. We don't want you, because we've got Roger Hayes and Gary Taylor.
The last thing I want is confrontation.
And we don't want
to
be
have a family, and I want to go home to my family, all fine and dandy.
Well, yeah, but you will do, because you will not meet any.
What I'm saying to you is I've got to go down there and I've got to do all their paperwork, and then speak with the courts and see what the courts have to say. Then I'll come back up to you and I will have another chat.
Yeah, and when
is that fair?
I'm going to.
Can I just say, when we went to the court to get the dispensation so we could have the documents, what was that woman from the?
I don't even know her name.
Well, she was from the.
Their other client,
the third party who wanted to press it out. She wanted it rushed through. She did not want us to inspect those documents.
I'm not legally.
What we're trying to be.
I am now a bit.
What we're trying to be is reasonable. All we asked for was a dispensation until we could forensically inspect the case manager's file.
Right, I'm going to go down there in a second. I'm going to have a look at the paperwork. I'm going to speak with them and ask them what their intentions are.
Yeah.
And if possible, I'm going to try and negotiate this dispensation so that all the paperwork can be done. But I will be led, and have to be led by them because they're courts officers, and they can instruct cops to go and assist.
But if they're knowingly, then please assist. And they are knowingly breaking the law afterwards, then we will take private prosecution. And that's ridiculous.
Yes, I understand that. But if they're standing in front of me with a warrant from the courts, which is signed up, and I can't say whether that is whatever, and they say instruct me to act, then I have to act. Okay? So if you are going to take anything out against any of the cops, if we have to act, then me only, please, the officers will act because I've told them to.
No, let's just put it this way. If a police officer, I want to take it out on you personally, I often will take a prosecution on the individual. Now, it's like the Nuremberg trials. Not my fault, I was just doing my job. I'm sorry, that is no defence. I will take the prosecution out, or we will take prosecution out, we will remove the officer from his uniform, and we will take out a private prosecution against that officer or officers that perpetrated the crime.
Right. We're going worst case scenario here, and I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Let me
I know
go
that.
down there and speak with them.
I asked for a police. I phoned up the police this morning.
And we asked
And I asked for a commander, superintendent, which are both the same thing.
Superintendent ain't going to come down.
No, before that you asked for assistance and they never turned up.
The main man, that'll never happen, I do realise that now. And then I asked, I said, is he an acting duty sergeant?
Yeah, I've just literally come on duty and been told to tip out to the job. I miss being the job. So.
All I ask is compromise. Look, give us 48 hours together.
He's asking, all right, is a week going to make any difference?
Right.
To allow us, all we're asking is to allow us to get these documents.
See, two cops down there.
Yeah.
They're on a day shift. They just finish at 4 o'clock. I'm going to send them home.
Yeah.
So the two cops down there. I'm sending them back to Loughborough. Right. I've got a van round the corner with 2 other cops in it.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring them down here. So if you see a van turn up, it's just.
Can't we keep them 2 on? Seems as they've dealt with it from the start. Whether it's overtime, I know you don't want to pay their overtime, but it's overtime and they've started from the beginning.
And I know what you're saying.
But that's what we want to.
All I'm saying is,
Damien, he's a sergeant.
Yeah, we are compromising, but they're to deal with it all from the start.
We asked for.
aggression only breeds aggression.
Yeah.
We asked you to be here, and I'm glad you're here, Gary, and we hope you see, or you can let them see the sentence.
I'll go down and have a chat.
Reasonable, a week.
Right. I'll go and speak with him. I'll come back in a few minutes.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, like that. You know, a couple of days won't do it, will it?
Debt Free TV, in association with GetOutOfDebtFree.org.